ridiculous.
Golden Guardians find CLG, and they decimate them in the team fight.
Monte, I thought you were friends.
Hello and welcome to Academy Rush, presented by Verizon. I'm James Patterson, your guide to every episode of Academy Rush. Now, if you're returning to the stream, welcome back, and if you're new, thank you for joining. Here's what you need to know. We jump through 5 Academy games as we check in on the action guided by one of our many casters. Now, today starts the second round robin for each of our teams, so let's dive into the matchups we have in store today. First up, we've got Pastry Time bringing us Dignitas versus FlyQuest Academy. Both teams have been testing out various roster swaps. We'll see if they can find a win with their experimentation here today. Then we got Sam Cage and the Rage Ragey, who will be bringing us Golden Guardians versus Team Liquid Academy. Team Liquid is sitting in last place in the standings. We'll see if Yasui and Greg can break the streak as they face Ablaze and Hard. Over on CLG versus Evil Geniuses Academy, Rivington will be on the cast. Evil Geniuses tries to pull ahead in the standings to break out of that 4th place clump. 100 Thieves Academy versus Cloud9 Academy has Eric Desrix Beltran bringing us one of the most impressive Academy rosters on the rise. We'll see if Inori can keep the momentum going up as he faces off against Meteos on 100 Thieves. Finally, TSM Academy and Immortals Academy will be brought to you by Elton X Team Mock, where TSM will have a chance to take down the only team to take a win off of them until yesterday. Cloud9 doing the same, this time sporting a brand new roster. Now, don't forget, for those of you who just want to catch every second of the action or later, the games will be played in their entirety on the individual team channels. Those are the 5 games that we have in store for us over the next hour. Let's jump right in with Counterlogic Gaming Academy versus Evil Geniuses Academy, where 2 teams are facing off for a top 4 spot as we start the second round robin.
Ben, throughout the split, Counterlogic Gaming is on a 4-game slide. Trying to really right the ship here. They did lose a game last night to Team Liquid in last place. So really looking to find where the mistakes are coming from and get back to the winning ways they started the split with. 4 out of 5 games of their first 5 were victories, and only losing to the Immortals squad there, which was basically the LCS team with some changes. So looking at how well CLG played in the beginning, we've been saying they need to go back to that, and they're definitely a much more formidable opponent this split around, but seem to be maybe being figured out by their opponents. Evil Geniuses on the other side, 5-4, only 1 game up there. Win-loss for them. They were able to string a few together in the
across
beginning,
the map. Let's go over to 100 Thieves versus C9 for our first look.
Standings. 100 Thieves at least know that they've beat Cloud9 before. You have that at the start of the season. And now a little bit of an invade coming out from Cloud9 right here. Going over towards the red buff, going to be able to steal that away. Now, overall, looking at the Rift, taking a look at these game plans, can't help but to notice the Aatrox as well as the Volibear. It's going to result in a lot of top lane pressure. They want to apply that onto Fudge, and for good reason. Fudge has been doing so well in the split thus far. His ability to control the map, to control vision, and utilize that for flanks and taking down priority targets has made him so useful for Cloud9 Academy. See if Fudge can repeat that success, or if Cloud9 Academy can look to try and take, and 100 Thieves Academy could look to try and take down Fudge. Nori on the invade. He is going to get spotted out by Prismal. He's pretty low here. 1 Mystic Shot will land.
Cloud9 currently at 6-3 on a 6-game win streak, looking to make it 7 here today. We'll check back in just a moment. TSM Academy, though, holding a top #1 in the standings, looking to keep that spread against Immortals here today.
Potential for this block. That being said, we are really looking to see on how this bottom side poke-heavy competition here for Immortals is really going to work out. And Winston shouldn't have too much trouble catching up, but he is going to miss, I believe, a scuttle into top side. And that is going to mean Slash should feel a little bit safe to play this Gameplink into Jace matchup here. Jace, although has the ranged advantage, so as with the Grasp, Gameplink is looking to really sustain this matchup with the oranges here and the tankiness from the result tree. And Dokla, not really known for carrying into top lane, just been very consistent for this TSM squad. Is going to put himself in a dangerous position in Potluck on this Volibear.
This battle at the top promises to be interesting, but we'll come back to see how Immortals challenges TSM. Dignitas, FlyQuest, little action in the jungle just as we arrive.
Pushed in. This is going to be a nice room towards the top side. In fact, Revenge have to be all fully careful here in the 1v1. Already pushed in. This is going to be a 1v3 dive, and I don't think Revenge can really get out of this. Going to try and get the knock-up, lands it onto Viper. He's a good TP actually from Fly, and that is going to call Dig off the play. Triple, a very necessary expenditure of his teleport in order to protect his top laner, but just a really solid dive overall. Oh no, that's a bad idea. Good flash from Triple. Froggen though had that lined up perfectly. Gonna flash in, Justice Punch is good. There's a flash forward for Acadian. Ignite is on, and that's gonna be a kill, I think. No, not enough. Froggen doesn't quite have the juice in the summoner spell, but still getting flash and TP off Triple. Gonna force him out of lane. Should be able to move in here and clear out the rest of this wave and try and deny some creeps. A very good early roam.
No kills just yet, but I'll call that a win for Dignitas as they control every aspect of the map. To Golden Guardians Team Liquid, looks like we're setting up for a turret dive very early on.
Coming in as well. Teleport in. Ricard very low, but the pressure is onto Yama. Oh, nice shots coming in, and that's going to be first blood from Blazed Olive. Nice teleport and play to pressure the bot side. It all started out from hard, being able to camp in the bushes, being able to get that early grump, and really set the tempo on his side. You can see Grig responding with a little bit of a counter jungle, but on Rikara, the pressure is on. Flashing forward is a Blazed Olive, heal coming in from Chai, but it's not going to be enough. A lot of summoner spells used to try to get the AD carry, but Team Liquid Academy manages to get out with only one death thus far. But again, Golden Guardians Academy, they're keeping the tempo, they're trying to get these early leads and really put hard ahead. As you can see from the gold lead, it is actually Grig who is ahead, but in the
Golden Guardians, one of the teams in that four-way tie for 5th, going to feel good about how they started this one off against Team Liquid as we hop to the top lane. 100 Thieves C9 to take a look at some action, 1v1 trades.
Fails like this, you see what's happening. Taking advantage of it, it's going to be a Nori who's grabbing that Drake over on Ocean. So Ocean Drake will go over to Cloud9. Meteos showing up a little bit late. And Cloud9, they've been so good at early objectives, but Meteos wants to punish this. Looking to gank the bot side off of the recall. Goes straight in, getting a lot of damage onto Diamond. Diamond does not have flash this time. Going forward, able to get the first blood. Will be Prismal, but the autos are coming in, finding some vengeance. Fudge able to grab a kill. Breezy showing up to this 2v3 in favor of 100 Thieves. They will not be able to grab another kill, but they're able to just barely grab Tomo, forcing him to burn his flash as the root goes out. The damage is done, a 1-for-1 exchange. And overall, a net win. Prismal able to grab that first blood, able to get that.
In the 4v3, it's a 1-for-1 trade, so C9 will be happy to get out of that one relatively unscathed, but down in the bot lane again for FlyQuest, things are looking much worse.
So a really good counter gank there, or actually just good gank by Fnatic. Looked scary, was expecting aggression from... Managed to turn it around and get the first blood onto Turtle, but good reactions there for Dig. Did burn a summoner or two. Triple in trouble now as well. Getting slowed up. There's the taunt. That should be an easy kill. No matter, no hope for Triple. Froggen just takes him out. Very clean movement here from Dig. It's something that they have been quite good at since the change up in the roster. Been a lot more dynamic as a team, especially in the early game.
Aggression follows aggression. Dignitas looking to climb their way out of the bottom of the standings with a win here today. TSM as well, still scoreless in this one. Let's see if they can put some distance between them and Immortals.
Right now, with the Nautilus, nobody's stunned up, and that's going to be Potluck winning that early trade here in the bot lane, and could lead to a dragon there. So Winston was looking to see if he could get an early game gank set up, but unfortunately no success there. Now Immortals should be able to get this early map themselves, and Treats probably just going to be looking to clear out wards. They don't have mid prowl, but they still want to try to contest. Olaf is on his way, and so is Evolve. No level 6 is right yet. It's going to be a fight. Also going to get hooked in, and the dragon is going to get back off flash forward from Evolve, and that's going to be an early kill here from Lots. Double kill from Lots, and TSM, they actually find a way to punish Immortals for an early dragon. Very nicely done. Looked a little bit shaky at first. Got to keep in mind, Winston was quite low, but was able to heal back up. Getting a smite onto the dragon also did help himself.
Lost pops off, 2-for-1 plus the drag. Our first place team looking to keep sole possession of that top spot.
For the moment, this turret's really, really low, so depending on what Golden Guardians Academy wants to do, this might just be an opportunity to get some early gold and perhaps cede a little bit to Team Liquid Academy, who is going towards this top side, will take the objective on their strong side in this Rift Herald, and that might just be a couple of plates equalized. I don't know if that's enough for an early turret or anything quite yet. Zion Spartan has rotated to the top. We'll be able to see this is going down. Misses the barrels. Riccara in danger. Yama trying to go onto Zion Spartan for the moment. Hard also coming in. We'll be able to pressure Riccara and Grig off. Grig very low. Yusui on the backside. Also getting pressured out by the mid and support. Yusui still the target. Will be able to live for now.
Okay.
And also returns a little bit of damage onto Golden Guardians Academy. So really good stuff coming out of this Orianna pick. Able to get a lot done. But on the bot side, Keith, he's been free farming. He's been hitting the turret. And this is a very early play coming in from Golden Guardians.
A Rift Herald picked up for Team Liquid, but Keith getting that solo turret kill in the bot lane. Plenty of gold injected there. Evil Geniuses themselves setting up for a turret dive in the bot lane.
They're going to have to use so much more resource for EG to get bottom. And even still, Ruin's able to stay and stop the minions. Still walking away from his turret, knowing what Volibear can do. He has bought so much time. Now they're going to have 3 topside. Yeah, 3 plates on each side. But they can drop this turret and get it moving. If he gets that down to 2 plates, it's good to go. I think Shelly's going to have a knock on that first, and you're going to have half of that plate left. And turret's going to go down. So really good movement here by CLG. They are getting it to pay off just a little bit. And 2 plates on the bot side. This is only going to be a bit of damage. They're going to have to put a lot more onto Ruin to get him to go down. The finishing touches. Oh, they don't even come in. You got to be kidding me. Tuesday, the hero, wins of war ticking up. And it's going to be the Proto Belt as he clocks him over the head with it. Onda goes down. You have to be kidding me. This is the CLG that came out winning their games in the beginning of the split, pushing it to the limit, and being there for each other on every call. We see now why
Rooney Tuesday outplay the dive in the bot lane while the rest of the team builds their advantage in the top side. Gonna feel good about that. Over to C9 versus 100 Thieves. Prismal taking pressure in the bot lane.
But here comes the RKO, using it to get closer to Prismal. The Haymaker not gonna land. Prismal gonna be able to stay alive. And all that pressure is gonna amount to some plates going over to Cloud9 Academy, as well as burning that Summoner spell. Good response to come out of Meteos to go after that Rift Herald. But you still need to start to see some pressure from Meteos. You need to see Meteos start to help out this lane. Even though he's ganking a lot, he's yet to find too much success other than that bot lane gank. And look at this right here. Pelafox has the package, knows that Meteos is there. Starting to head over towards the top lane, though. Ultimatum's going to be used. Here comes the gank. It's forcing Meteos' hand. He cannot back up this gank because he wants to grab the Rift Herald. Brilliant mind games to come out of Pelafox, knowing that Meteos either had to concede the Rift Herald to back up his teammate.
Week after week, the C9 Academy squad just won't let up as they continue to build a lead here today and look to go on a 7-game win streak. Immortals, though, with pressure in the mid lane and a big team fight against TSM.
But doesn't want any of that. Ultimate for both junglers here, but this does give a little bit of a health advantage here for Immortals. They do have the poke heavy competition right now with the Vars and the Azir. You're looking to take their time with this dragon. Maybe bait TSM out, but TSM still has really good engage and an Orianna all to boot. That's going to be everyone going to be packed together here. That's going to be a 4-match shockwave, and look at that. TSM immediately find a way to just annihilate Immortals. Immortals gonna respect the shockwave and all. And look at that. None of us expected it, but out of nowhere, the perfect setup for the shockwave. And catching Immortals off by surprise definitely caught me out by surprise. But Evolve and lost. Oh my gosh, all of TSM there. Very nicely done. Playing around that dragon. They are going to be able to continue to get more and more kills to Lost here, but there's no significant gold advantage right now. Soul Point does become a completely realistic win condition here for TSM.
Evolved with a massive shockwave there to turn the fight and set Lost up to be 5-0-2 on that Callista. Let's head back to C9 Academy versus 100 Thieves.
Plus side, one of the big things about the comp, we were talking about it earlier. Fudge loves engage, he loves flanks, he loves to play them out. One of the great things about 100 Thieves comp is it plays against Fudge's ability to do that. You have the Emperor's Divide, you have the Nautilus. You have these tools to disengage whatever Fudge can bring without ultimatum. But over the wall, Nori gonna look to start this team fight. Showstopper goes in using the Haymaker to be able to get a nice juicy shield there, but out comes the ultimatum. Prismal's gonna be able to pick up one kill. The hook goes in, finding the backline. Tomo forced the British Flash to be able to get out of there, and Fudge starting to get low as well. The power of 100 Thieves starting to show now as they push Cloud9 Academy back, taking a Nori in the process. And that is it right there.
Nori wanted the fight, but he bit off a bit too much for himself as we go back to Immortals versus TSM Academy. Immortals trying to pressure down that top lane.
Going on over to TSM. The second turret of the game is getting going. Immortals, so they're still kind of neck and neck here, but meanwhile in the mid lane here, both Jason and Orianna also going to be looking to knock down a tower. Streets maybe looking for a flank, but won't be able to do that. Won't be looking for it. Lost right now. Very, very strong on this Kalista. Has a lot of gold under his belt. Probably the most gold in the team here for TSM. And also Evolve going for a cooldown heavy build. Gets to early CR boots. Recognizes that he doesn't really need too much penetration for himself, and also gets to tier. So that's probably going to be the tier into either Death Cap Rush to get as much ability power as possible, or it could also be a haunting guys into the Leon's Torment. A lot of options here, but Evolve is looking to really scale up with this Orianna, and gotta keep in mind, TSM does enjoy playing around Evolved and Lost. They want to make sure they're always relevant in the game here, and getting as much ability power onto Orianna as possible is definitely one way to do it. Gate right now, gotta get caught up by a Shockwave, and that's gonna be a simple pick here for TSM, but they're gonna look to accelerate that further. That's gonna be ultimate right now. Treat's gonna be on to Potluck as Altec gets on out of there. 2 quick and easy kills here for TSM. Very nicely done. Punish Immortals can get vision here. Ripco does spawn. That's gonna go on over to TSM. Immortals now.
TSM will not be outdone. Another couple key pickups in the mid lane there as they extend their lead. Evil Geniuses versus CLG Academy. CLG find themselves with a healthy kill lead.
Rift Herald mid. Great job by CLG to be controlling the objectives early in the game. Both dragons, both rifts. 40 seconds on the ocean, and it looks like they may be able to get the smite out of Anda here. If they can, he's got one coming up in just a second. Dark Passage to the light keeps him alive, and he does not have to smite right away, but he does have to heal. Ult down for the result and the fight that can come at Dragon. And Tuesday wins the bot turret war.
No kills, but 2 turrets going down means CLG build themselves a nice, healthy gold lead. Dignitas, FlyQuest, Dig, looking to put the pressure on, but the fight breaks out in the mid lane.
Flank. There's Triple's already going to take out Aster. It's FlyQuest winning that first part of the team fight. Good arrow into JJ as well. Fnatic getting so low though with Acadian. He's able to get the spin happening and get the counter kill. Flyvid we're able to take out JJ now. Big gonna flash in, gets the turn rush on the Froggen. Slowed down and chased by Revenge. He does get the knockup, but they'll take it 2 for 1. Sure, they lose their jungler, but they can still take this Dragon. Dig can't really walk their way back in here. So that second Dragon starting to tip the scales and snowball towards the Soul is off towards FlyQuest.
Dignitas taking the L there, not expecting the Corki package to come through and turn the fight. Golden Guardians, Team Liquid Academy, a little bit of stalling out while Golden Guardians find themselves in a healthy gold lead.
A little bit of item advantage, just to make sure that he has the pressure against hard. And then probably defend topside because Rikara going to be in a little bit of trouble. Chime comes in, slowing Rikara down. The arrow just barely misses, and that's going to be a Blaze Olive pushing forward onto the Aphelios, but it's not enough to save it. Grig, he jumps in. It's not going to be a Rikara save. That's 1 for 0 thus far, but Jenkins coming in, trying to go onto hard. Will be able to get the kill already. Yusui actually picks that one up as Chime going to be under pressure next. Jenkins moves forward. Yusui trying to get the ultimate that he wants, but the backup coming in from Golden Guardians Academy will mean they are able to keep it out. And in the meanwhile, Zion Spartan able to push the bot side. I like this play. They're able to put the 4-1 completely under pressure, even getting a 1 for 1 in that situation. Definitely the advantage that they were going for. And Golden Guardians Academy, despite not having a whole lot of tank engage despite not having a real front line, are able to use their picks and are able to rotate around the map in such a way that a Blaze Olive is now in trouble. Yusui tries to flash forward, will be able to get a little bit of damage. The red buff's doing a lot, but Golden coming in from Blaze Olive, dodges the shockwave, but it's not enough. Yusui picks up the 1 for 0. So in response to all the pressure that Team Liquid to Golden Guardians Academy putting in the top side, Yusui pushes forward, knows that there's a back timing, and punishes a Blaze Olive for getting a little bit far ahead. Keith, in the meanwhile, going to be doing some punishing of his own, goes forward onto Yusui, but still needs to be careful. That's an Orianna with red buff. Can't be doing that alone. That's why Chime is here. Teleport comes in from Jenkins. Yusui in a lot of trouble. Will go down to the flash from Keith. And Yama, unfortunately, unable to help his mid laner. So what was a great punish from Yusui quickly became a very dangerous overstay. And I have to wonder why he didn't just back up immediately off that play, knowing that Yama could come in with the teleport. Hard, in the meanwhile, going to be able to push in the jungle, but Golden Guardians Academy, even when they're down, even when they're losing the 1 for O's, they're able to pick something up, and that's just because Keith has been monstrous in this game, and because Hard has just been pressuring constantly in the jungle. That earns them yet
Golden Guardians with full control of that top side jungle, looking to apply the Stranglehold for the victory. CLG Academy versus Evil Geniuses Academy now. 3 dragons in CLG's possession.
5v5s I don't think have really come to fruition for us, right? We're 4-1 in kills. CLG was able to capitalize on 3 quick ones with a few more trickling in as the game went on. Now at 20 minutes, this could be it. You just used that jump. He still went for Matt, sorry. I was reading Definitely's name where they were running over each other. But Guy was right there and in range. He only has level 1 boots, the brown bags. He's crinkling along. You can hear that he's in range. Oof. It's all right. I still like it.
As we let this one continue to find its way towards a deciding play, we're going to check in on TSM versus Immortals Academy, looking to see if TSM really can keep themselves in sole possession of that top spot.
Look like it's getting caught out here. But look at this. Once again, Winston immediately neutralizes the play. Gate has to walk out. And as soon as Altic is in trouble, Immortals, they just back off. They look for a proactive play, and they aren't able to close it out. Very nicely done here for Winston, recognizing, once again, the weakness of Varus and doing a great job playing around that. Is completely mobile, is gonna...
That's a healthy 4K lead for TSM Academy there. Let's see what they can do with it as we pop on over to 100 Thieves versus C9 Academy. This one, much closer.
Right there. You have the ultimates of both the top lane and the jungler. Going both sides. You see how this team fight's going to break out. Meteos going to get caught as Nori tries to pull him in. Flash burnt by Meteos to be able to save his own hide. Now you're starting to see the pressure of Cloud9 Academy as they shove in this wave. Into the minion wave towards the tower, knowing that 100 Thieves need to take a recall. Health bar is too low. Control of the rift. Gonna go over to Cloud9 Academy as the package comes out. Ballast Box, as well as the ultimate of Tomo. Gonna find that kill onto Salico. And now the response coming out of Breezy. Tries to go for Hook. Fake God's gonna be able to show up as well. As Anori gets the Haymaker, gets that big shield in. Taking a lot of punishment, taking a lot of damage. Cloud9 Academy don't want to try their luck anymore. They know they took Saligo out. Time to just go for the neutral and grab that Drake. You can see right there, just a beautiful utilization of the package. Palafox just used that to go right after Saligo, making a panic, forcing the Emperor's Divide, flashing over that Emperor's Divide as well. And this is what's enabling a lot.
Thieves really making C9 work for it as they are on that 6-win streak. Dignitas, on the other hand, looking for a way out of this fight.
Big triple though is going to get taunted, and that's going to be a kill for Froggen. Very well played there on the Dig side, but they do get the trade kills. Asta walks into Turtle. Now 3v4, how can they navigate here? Cadian does have his ulti, lets it rip, the Cyclone's out, and there's a good taunt as well. Fnatic's going to die, but they get the trade kill as Cadian will die. They need to chase down Turtle, though Froggen knows he has to get it done, gets the taunt, snaps on, and that's an easy shutdown. 500 bonus gold over to Froggen, who did absolutely everything in that team fight. Triple, a little too ambitious perhaps with his 1v1 attempts, and Froggen just picked them apart in 3 different instances there with the taunt.
Looked ugly at the start, but Dignitas found the turnaround and win the fight on their way to victory in this one. Back over to CLG versus Evil Geniuses. Now Ocean Soul in CLG's possession.
and play it safe. Control over the map. Something that helps lead to being able to rotate early when the bot lane's pushing. When your jungler has a mid lane push, is able to go now into the river area, start taking most of the drakes, and put your team in the lead. CLG has just really been on top of stuff right here. Maybe caught in EG's plan, but Fraggus going low. Could get a kill on Anda as they trade back and forth. Just about 100 HP for the junglers. He dodges out on the Oran Horn. It's going to be the first kill coming up from Ruin. As Huni is driven out of this fight, he's forced to walk his own plank. He will be healing up a little bit. Avarice, Trinity Force, or Avarice, Executioner's Calling. Yeah, he's getting that extra per Tangled for himself. Executioner's, Trinity Force, and Infinity Edge. Does he stay? He just oranged up. Looking for blue buff, trying to steal resources. He's just really trying to get under the skin of CLG here. Do they see him? Do they find him? He's going to start walking close, puts a barrel out. They obviously ping him here. Big damage. This could change the fight. 3,000 on the Baron. Anda's coming in now, and he's going to get pushed out. Tuesday just going in hardcore here as he just flies forward and taunts them away from being able to smite the dragon. Baron, rather. Wrong objective. And now it's a chase. Huni. Oh, the plank is only so long. He's tiptoeing off the edge, and he gets pushed over by CLG. And looks like CLG, they're just going to drop the sails here and start heading down towards Evil Genius's side. 9-1. What a
Evil
game.
Genius is looking for their way back into it, but to no avail, rather, as FlyQuest looks to do the same here against Dignitas Academy.
So, yeah, look at that. Great score. See you later. Triple. Ooh, great devour there for Big. But there's Turtle already dead to JJ. Now they're diving. Dig can feel the strength in their team fight. Going to take out the tier 2 as well. This is the pace we were missing yesterday, but picking up 3 already, going to knock through mid. This is going to be potentially a very quick end here. They might just push through for the Nexus Towers. It's 5v2 for a little bit longer. 15 seconds till Big is back. And they're just going to look to dive here. Revenge can't really do anything. Going to get taunted up and killed. Fnatic trying to find the kick. Isn't going to manage it. There's the rim, but it's not enough to get the kill. And he does get the set, but that's just the support. That's going to be it. Nexus over. Dignitas are able to take down FlyQuest very swiftly here, denying the 2-0 weekend.
Just over 25-minute win for Dignitas there as they start the second round, Robin off on the right foot. Let's see if Golden Guardians or Team Liquid will be the one to follow in their footsteps.
Knowing that he has to be the front line in a lot of these fights. Dragon going to be spawning in a minute. This is where Golden Guardians could decide to just give up the Dragon for Baron. They know they have a 3-for-0 advantage in regards to the Drake side. And so they really have the decision to make. It's not Team Liquid Academy that has any agency in this game so far. It is Golden Guardians that say, we can go mid, we can continue to push top, and we can pressure both objectives at the same time. Hard going to be in a little bit of danger from Greg, but Keith is the focus, and that's going to be a little bit of damage. Nice cleanse coming out. Greg, he tries to push forward, but without the backup of his team, there's no way to get onto Keith. Multiple members have to be focused, and even then, there is no way to get to this Ashe. There is just too good a defense coming in from Golden Guardians Academy. And with Zion Spartan continuing to push in the top side, you have to imagine that the Pirate is going to win out on this one. Yusui trying to get rid of a little bit of CS in the top, trying to equalize the pressure, but there's just nothing you can do against Zion Spartan. He has the ult, he has the teleport, he has flash. He has everything he needs to be both defensive and offensive in fights as well as pushes. Which means hard. Gonna immediately go to this dragon. This is for Soul. Mountain Soul definitely very helpful against the likes of a engaged team. Gonna be giving a little bit of extra help to the members with those shields. And that's gonna be picked up. No response coming in from Team Liquid Academy because they had to do a back timing based on the pressure.
Golden Guardians pick up that Mountain Soul. Let's check in with Immortals versus TSM Academy.
Taken, but look at this now. Immortals are going to be looking to get this Baron. That's going to be Chains of Corruption onto one. Douglas still finding a way to get in. It's going to be really low. This could be bad, but he's going to be able to get out of the Baron pit here. And also Winston trying to do stuff in the Pot River. But everyone from MT is going to be all over the place, scattered. But Dokla going to be going down, but the Baron is still left up. Potluck right now doesn't have a way to get in. They have to find a way to get this Baron. No, it goes over to TSM and Immortals. They get a Baron throw out of all things. That's going to be Shockwave onto one. Gate going to be a little bit of trouble. Altec right now going to be looking to see if he can get any more picks here And the rest of Immortals now, they're going to be looking on to Evolve, but he's going to be getting out there. Winston's still very, very strong, even though he doesn't have any damage at all. Evolve is just looking to pick apart Immortals one by one. A Baron throw, if that's I've ever seen one. Ica going to be able to get Winston, but the rest of TSM, what in the world? TSM, they get the Cloud Soul, and they run all the way over to the Baron. INT aren't able to get off it in time, and TSM just get it. They're looking for vengeance
around the Baron to pick up the purple buff and put his team in solid position to win this one out. 100 Thieves versus C9, on the other hand, this one's still plenty of room to run.
With Moralos, this is the prime spot to be for Soligo. As long as he's protected, him and Prismal can do damage on the Rift. Now 100 Thieves, they need to respond to the split push that's going to come out of Cloud9 Academy, because this is the only true win condition for Cloud9 Academy. Setting up this 1-3-1 and trying to separate 100 Thieves, trying to make sure that 100 Thieves can't get this devastating team fight that they've been going for. They're just off to the races ever since they've been able to get them. And Fudge, once again, pushes out, but this time he's being much more careful. He hasn't finished that Ravenous Hydra. It's something he definitely needs if he wants to take these fights against Fake God. And Fake God, on top of that, keep in mind, he does have the Conqueror, so these sustained fights work wonders for him. Now Fudge, doing Fudge things. Split push is there. Tell him, Fake God, come get your just desserts. Fake God's gonna respond. Head over towards that bot side. Teleport's available for both, but Fudge only doing this to shove in the wave, get his income, and take the recall. I'm pretty sure he's gonna buy the Ravenous Hydra right here. Finally has the goal to complete that. Gets the Ravenous Hydra, has the Executioner's Calling as well. Now he's in a good spot to start taking these fights. But the response out of 100 Thieves is gonna be to go after this Baron. Fudge is starting to head over towards the area. The teleport's going to be used. Will C9 get there in time? The steal is not going to happen. And Ori looks to jump in, but he's wasted. Now Fudge looking to fight this, but he can't get towards that backside. Diamond taking a lot of damage. Fudge going to go in, and out comes the ultimatum. They're trying to lock down Soligo. Pelifox is going to be back there as well. And Soligo going to go down. This might be the fight that C9 Academy needs. But since Prismal is back with the teleport, he's able to turn this around and take it right to the face of Cloud9 Academy. A very close fight and a quadra kill coming out from Fake God. And a beautiful display. Even though Cloud9 were able to get towards that backside, even though they were able to claim Soligo, Prismal, did you see that? He just takes his recall, he teleports back in, fresh as new, right off the bench, had his Gatorade, ready to fight, and now Inori, he's doing his last stand right here, trying to get the damage in, throws out the Haymaker, gets the shield, goes golden. It's all gonna be for Not, and it's not really for Not, because Not's still standing as Breezy takes down the turret. Nexus Tower is under attack. Tomo looking to go in, the respawn timers finally ticking in for Cloud9 Academy. They're gonna have a second chance to fight this as Fudge. Looking to jump in, tries to go after Breezy, taking way too much damage, falling critically low. Will use the ultimatum. Here comes the teleport to Ligo. A new challenger has appeared. Cloud9 has to back off. A rough spot for Cloud9 Academy, but the 6-game win streak, it's looking to come to a close. Will Cloud9 Academy be able to defend as the Nexus explodes? 100 Thieves Academy are knocking at the door of Cloud9 Academy, and they will break the 6-game win streak of Cloud9.
The 6-0 streak is ended there, and it's done with a quadra kill coming out of Fake God on the Aatrox in the top lane. 100 Thieves taking down Cloud9. CLG looking to do the same here against Evil Geniuses, pushing onto the inhib turrets.
Horn coming through, saves Fracus a little bit there as they get popped up, knocked up, and here comes the damage to follow through. A double kill for Phil, as everybody on EG is just shocked right now at what CLG is doing to their base. That's going to be the middle inhibitor and inhib going down along with the turret. CLG is making quick work of the base, and a thumbs up from Hooney as he knows and EG knows they have been bested by the counter logic this game, and it is going to be an all-out brawl in front of the base where EG must find safety. Nexus turret number 1 goes down. Nexus turret number 2, and in a 27-minute banger, Counter Logic Gaming may take their game over EG. They're getting pushed back. This could be the final attempt to where they go broke. Onda's back. This is going to be big damage now. No teleports coming up just yet, and it looks like Evil Geniuses will stay alive. Wait, Wynn's doing the dance. It's the 4-square. This man has the blue suede shoes, and it won't matter. Wynn blows EG over for the victory on the side of CLG.
Superb all around out of CLG there, but their mid lane, or their top laner and their AD carry deathless to close it out. Golden Guardians, Team Liquid. This one's still locked in battle, but the soul in possession for Golden Guardians.
All right, goes for their Blazed Olive. This is an aggressive play. Zion Spartan going to be defending, though, and that's going to be a bit of a waste. Rikara very, very low already. Barrel goes down. Yama going to be the sacrificial lamb as he goes down to a Blazed Olive. And now Rikara, you should not be that forward, but nice kill on the chime. Oh, the flash forward isn't enough to save him, though. That's going to be a death 2-for-1 thus far for Golden Guardians Academy. Jenkins trying to do what he can, but Keith is so far ahead, he can 1v1 a Vladimir as Ashe. Very big plays coming in from Golden Guardians Academy. With the Baron buff, they're able to pressure onto this dragon. They know 3 members are down for Team Liquid Academy. Greg very low. He doesn't have flash. He's in a lot of danger. Keith pushes forward with the flash, and one more hit would do it, but it's not going to happen. Keith still pushing forward, will be able to defend the dragon that's being taken by the rest of his team. Golden Guardians Academy, they take the dragon.
Turning that soul into an Elder Dragon, one step closer for the Golden Guardians Academy roster there. TSM Academy still trying to put the close, though, against Immortals to keep sole possession of first place.
Right now, Treats is going to be able to get the pick onto Soaz. He's going to be going down. And Altec is going to be the next one to take the fall. And the rest of Immortals, they didn't know how to approach the situation. They're going to be picked off one by one. Topher coming in. TSM Academy, the first team to take down this brand new Immortals squad. They're going to get the victory for all of Academy. And LCS teams can fall here. Welcome to the show, Immortals. TSM take the win.
There it is, 8-2 now for the TSM Academy roster. Sole possession of first place. A great way to end the week and kick off the second round, Rob. And Golden Guardians versus Team Liquid, the final game to be decided here on Academy Rush.
Liquid decide to defend. Golden Guardians get a turret. It doesn't matter what Team Liquid Academy does. There's no way to beat this team at this point without some crazy miracle play or blunder coming in from Golden Guardians Academy. And so far, from the way they've been playing, that's just not going to happen. Golden Guardians going to be continuing to push the mid side. We'll be able to get that turret post-haste. And there it goes down. Now comes the inhibitor. Going to be going down very, very quickly. And now focus the top side by the numbers. That's going to be 3 inhibitors down for the side of Golden Guardians Academy. And Team Liquid, completely out of sorts, find themselves in the worst possible position. This is the final push. Golden Guardians Academy just need to play this calm, play it smart. And so far, they're doing just that, pressuring the turrets. Yama trying to go forward. Teleport from Jenkins. Might just get a little bit of damage down. Keith goes low, but has a lot of lifesteal, and that's 2 kills already going over to Golden Guardians Academy. We'll be able to focus down Jenkins as well as Yusui. Rikara, the last member left alive, gets completely dove by a Blazed Olive. That's going to be the game. That's going to be the team fight, and that's the Nexus. Team Liquid Academy destroyed.
A whole bunch of upsets today as Golden Guardians does put the capper there against Team Liquid. TSM, our #1 team, remaining atop the league at 8-2. But again, I'll reference the story of the day being those 3 teams who beat people above them in the standings. Looking at teams like Dignitas beating FlyQuest, looking to turn things around here on the second half of the split. You've got CLG taking down Evil Geniuses, making the middle of the standings all that much more interesting. And then, of course, 100 Thieves taking down C9. 6 games in a row was the record for Cloud9 there after starting with an 0-3 start to the split, and they fall today. Excited for a really explosive second half of the split, but in that conversation of teams looking to make a push for playoffs, it's Dignitas who found a solid win against FlyQuest here today. And before we sign off, Pastry Time is standing by for an interview with Acadian after their victory.
Thank you, Dash. I'm here with Acadian for the Verizon post-game interview after a successful victory over FlyQuest. Acadian, how's it been, man?
Pretty good. Just playing League.
Yeah, just chilling. So tell me a little bit about Wukong then, because I feel like this is the champion that we've started to see a lot more of, but more in top lane. But you and actually Dardoch, of course, on the LCS team currently, have both pulled it out in jungle. So is there anything like particularly special about this pick for you, or do you just think it's too good a champion to pass up in draft?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think just specifically because the ult knocks up 2 times, it's just a lot of disrupting in team fights. It's a really powerful team fight tool, really powerful engager, and also like the jungle side of it is, I think maybe it's stronger top lane, but if you can play at jungle and even like AD carry or something, it's just another really strong flex pick. So it can give really good matchups. Like today, you saw they thought it was Wukong top, so they picked Aatrox, and then we just picked Jace and put Wukong jungle. So that gave us a pretty big advantage in the game.
Yeah, certainly Viper's lane looked very straightforward for him, so that section of it certainly worked out. As far as like comparing your games over the weekend, though, it did feel like this game you were able to be a lot more decisive as a team, kind of using those engage tools. Was there anything different today about how yesterday's game went versus today's game?
I think we just got a lot more aggressive champions across the board. I think yesterday we had, I mean, we did have the Wukong still, but we had like Orianna, Volibear. Like our engage was not as straightforward as just having, like, we had Galio pushing, Jace pushing, Kalista set is a really strong lane too. So it's just really easy to snowball early game. Like I think we just definitely had the early game snowball comp this game, and that made it easier to just play.
Was there any worry that the game was going to stall out a little bit, given that they had the Ashe and the Corki, and it felt like they were scaling a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I went into the game with like, I knew that we needed to push the pace a little bit. I knew that I wanted to snowball the game and just play as fast as possible. So I think we just went into the game with that in mind, and you know, that's why we swapped early for Herald. Like, made sure we get that objective, so we speed the game up. And yeah, ended pretty early.
Yes, very early, in fact. I would say surprising how quickly the game ended, but still a very successful one for me. Katie, thank you so much for joining me today, and congratulations on your win.
Thanks.
All right, well, thank you so much. But Dash, we're going to throw it back to you to close out today.
Thank you very much, Patriot Time, and to Katie, and congrats on the victory there for Dignitas. Love to see the Wukong coming into favor for more teams, of course, and then getting flexed around. We'll see what is in store for the LCS this weekend when it comes to champion select and aggression. But let's first take stock of where our Academy teams stand at the end of today and the kickoff of the second round. Robin, you got TSM in sole possession of first place there at the top of the standings, and then look at that, ties on ties on ties. Immortals in Cloud9 locking down second. Evil Geniuses and Counterlogic Gaming tied for fourth. A little bit of separation along with 100 Thieves there, but a little bit of separation then beginning to develop in the bottom half of the standings. Really curious to see which of our teams, Dignitas in particular, might be able to make a run here in the second half of the split. Now, don't forget to stick around for Friday Night League at 5 p.m. tonight, which is kicking off with a classic show match between the OG rosters of Cloud9 versus TSM. Right, you heard me right. The OG rosters and Voyboy for TSM. We'll follow that with Immortals, who face off against Dignitas, and then, of course, FlyQuest taking on 100 Thieves to close out the night. Don't miss it. That's going to do it for us here on the Academy Rush, presented by Verizon. Don't forget to give our guest casters a follow. We've got at Cage and the Rage, at Deserix, and at CasterXT. As always, go say hello to my good friends Riv and Pastry Time on Twitter and give them some love for me. Now, for myself, the casters, the entire Rush broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and good night. We'll see you on Friday Night League.